What do lion cubs eat?
What do lion cubs eat?
Yeah.
Well, like any mammal, when they're cubs, they have milk. But once they don't have to be all that old, and they'll start eating some meat as well. So when they stop drinking milk, they'll just eat meat. So being a cat, cats only eat meat. They don't eat any veggies. They just have other animals. They're strict carnivores.
What do full-grown lions eat?
What do?
Full-grown lions eat.
Yeah, basically they're not too fussy, so we feed them a variety of meat here. In the wild, they'll take, they're actually the only cat species that are actually live in a group. So all other cats are solitary; they'll live by themselves. But these guys live in a group, and that means they can catch bigger animals because they work together. So they can bring down like larger animals like buffalo and zebras and things like.
What do lion cubs act like when they are just born?
Act like?
Yeah.
When they're just born, the lion cubs are extremely cute. So they're like a little kitten. They're pretty much exactly like a house cat, like a pet cat. Most cats are very similar in the way they behave. So they're just as cute, except when they get to be this big, and you try and play with them, sometimes they can hurt you just when they're playing. So yeah, but very similar to a baby cat, like a little kitten. Well, it depends. If they're related, they get along well, but if they're from a different group, they'll often fight in the wild. So these guys all get along because they're brothers. So we've got four males in here that are all brothers, and this is kind of natural in the wild. The brothers will often walk around together and try and take over a pride. So they'll try and get rid of the resident male lion and take over the pride themselves. So yeah, so because they're all brothers, they get along. But if we introduce some new lions to the group, that might be a bit difficult. There might be a bit more fighting. So.
How do lions live?
How long do they live? They tend to live a bit longer in captivity, but maybe 15 up to 20 years in captivity. They won't live probably that long in the wild. They might live kind of maybe 10 or 12 years in the wild, because usually when they get a bit older, another male will come in and get rid of them, and it's a bit tougher in the wild.